Hey, good morning everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Concrete with the Hosses. I came up here to the garage a little bit early. We received these tools the other day and I wanted to give a little review on it. Lightly Tools reached out to us to try their product. So we used the impact gun the other day. It worked, holding up good. I just received the drill last night from them. So I wanted to come up here and give a review on it before I get it all dirty at work. So it seems like a pretty decent drill. The impact gun I used for a couple days, I really like it. It's pretty heavy duty. The drill seems like it might be a little bit lighter, but it is only a 3/8 drill. It's not a 1/2 inch drill, so they probably have them. So I just threw a drill bit in it, and we're at 3/4 charge. Seemed to drill through it pretty good. So this one's at 3/4 charge as well. So I grabbed some 3-inch screws. Took it in pretty good. So I think they start off to a good start. We'll put them in the truck, use them on the job site. Hey, good morning everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Concrete with the Hosses. Pretty easy project for us. We're gonna pour this garage floor extension. So it's 24 by 26. We have no floor drain in it. We're just gonna slope the floor back to front. A little bit of water would ever get in there. It's just a storage garage. It'll just push to the front of the door. Mainly if the owner's cleaning the floor, he can sweep it and it'll run out the door. No floor drain in this. We're going to do a connector pad on this around to a future man door. Then they have a dog pen for I think a beagle they have. They're going to put right there. Pretty easy project. We're just getting some forms in place while we wait for the mixer.
Right through a knot. No problem at all.
I do like that.
Yeah.
So this form Steve's working on is going to go right in front there. We're not going to put that on until the mixer gets here. Here comes our mixer right on time. It hasn't rained here in a couple days. We were waiting for this, so the ground was tighter. It might dimple that yard a little bit. But we're just going to pull him right into place. I don't see that ground moving at all. A little bit right there. Keep her going. These trucks are all-wheel drive. We'll nose them up. Get them up as far as we can. Good. Not a lot of rebar in here. We're all on really solid ground. Notice our rods are setting on that ledge. If you have a ledge, make sure you use it. Put the rebar all the way up on there. Monday morning, here we go. Looks pretty good. Picking the rods up as we go. We pulled a string right across the floor and set our grade pin. And Steve will just float that concrete right to the blue line as the rest of them fill it in. It's a pretty thick floor. Hope we have enough concrete. There we go. So Tommy just made a screed right from the wall to our pin. That's the direction the floor has fall on it. So now we have two straight edgers starting in each pad, heading straight to the door with a raker behind them and a beginner raker, or a rough raker, whatever you want to call it. Okay, all bull floated and smoothed out. As soon as I saw the floor was going down a lot thicker, I wish I would have seen it earlier. I ordered 5 more yards of concrete. They are directly over that hill, so they should be here in minutes, and we'll finish pouring up front, and then we're going to go ahead and pour this pad at the same time. So rather than get 2.5 yards coming, I just got a little bit more. I got 5 yards coming, and we'll take care of this pad, and then all we have to do is our little connector pad later on today. One thing I wanted to point out, if you are doing this, notice how I stayed back about a foot with the bull float to make the transition. You don't want to do that up at the edge and really sink that. Now when we straight edge across there, we'll go across and we'll straight edge up to the main part of the floor, not this stuff out front, just to true everything back up. So what we did here, we pulled a string right at the door opening from corner to corner, and we set 2 grade pins for the top of concrete. Now this has a 1/2 inch of fall to the front. It's only 6 inches, but we want a lot of pitch on this, and as well as this nice and flat so the door sits and seals on top of that. Okay, since I didn't call in time, we had a little bit of a gap. The concrete's still, workable, just getting tight. push that water off to the side there. Get rid of that. There's some good stuff. So I had them put some calcium in this at the, and that way this concrete will catch up to this. I wanted it up top there.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, just keep them going. Keep them going. That's all right. So we'll just work that in. We don't want a straight line of new concrete and old concrete. We'll take and mush that together and tie it together. We'll just do that. All right, so we'll go ahead and get this worked together. So with that all done, we pulled the truck up as far as we could. It's going to be a lot of weight in the chute. These are steel chutes. A little bit better. It's getting better.
I know. We might have
A little bit tight, but it's a small pad.
Let me spray them.
I did. No, get some more. Get some more. So while we were pouring the front of that, Matt and Steve dropped back and started putting our cuts in. We'll just break this up into 4 pads. 12 by 12 if I had to guess, 12 by 13. And this 7 by 10, we'll just leave one solid pad. It's for a dog kennel. So if we put a cut in there, then it just holds all the dirt and dog crap. So it'll be easier to keep clean. It's not a big pad, should be good. So we came in 3 inches from the block, from the edge of the block, and chalked the line. So now I take a straight edge, a 16-foot straight edge, put it right on that line. And I want to see no daylight underneath there, everything touching. I got a little hump here, and a little hump there. So while the concrete's wet, take and work that back and forth, seat that in there real nice. Back up and show that corner being high. Show that corner high. Just want to work it down and show it touches the concrete. So you can see my gap under there. I want to get that closed up. All right, the guys are finishing first pass. Edging the dog kennel pad. Opened up the tool cuts. So on our final pass, we can just trowel right over them. We won't need to reopen. Might be a spot or two where you have to do that, but usually they're done. Shining up pretty good. You can see the fall we put on it in that wall over there. There's 2 inches from back to front. Water, any water gets in there, it should find its way to the front of the garage. Tom's just cleaning up this front door sill, re-edging, reshaping, making sure everything's nice and true. We brought that cut right down through the center. Matt's just working load 1 and load 2 together for a nice even transition. Looks like it blended together real nice. All right, I'm gonna get this form in and get this front pad coming. And we'll finish up here nice and early today. On to something else. So we came in 2 inches right here and chalked a real faint line to the other side. Now we'll broom right here, we go to that line and it'll be nice and straight right where the door sits on there. Our formwork's about done. This corner is pretty high. We're just going to take a board, probably that one in Steven's hand, and put underneath there both ways and just pour that a heavier corner. This is all pretty good. It's a little heavy. It's just not worth getting more stone back in here. It's easier just to order an extra half yard of concrete and bring it up to grade. So we're going to go ahead and get that coming. The floor needs 1 more pass. That needs broomed. Moving right along. Just putting a nice soft broom mark on there. Nothing too abrasive. Looks good. Getting a nice broom mark over here. And as I said earlier, this is for a dog pen, so we don't want anything real sharp for their feet. Just a nice soft bristled broom. Mild broom. Just darn leaves. Never fails. What are you gonna do? It's the fall. Surrounded by trees. So we'll pick that out of there and finish this brooming up. Okay, wrapping up here. Tom and I are going to get on the road and go digging out our next project so we're ready for these guys. They're putting a finish on it right now. You can see it's coming together real nice. The broom marks look nice and soft at the door. We're just waiting on concrete for this last approach. And we're going to take the camera and get going on our next project. So there's a new floor. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you on the next one.